West Redondo Island, if you head up to that campground up there, it'll mention something about the Gastineau. What do they call it? The Gasconneau River or Gasconneau Plateau or mountains or something range. Gasconneau Range, maybe it's a mountain range that runs right across here. And there's a log road over here, right about where this red dot is, that you can land on. It's really, really short. The airstrip is really, really short. Josh and I were in there last month, and you gotta be right on your numbers to get in and out of there.
Welcome, buddy.
So if you're looking for a challenging strip to get into, it's really cool because it's kind of hidden back behind this little mountain.
Let's see here.
And so you can't see it from out here at Price Channel.
Right.
You got to like
this is the briefing with
and then you can see it. So that's there.
Let's see.
Brem Bay.
Let
me give you a couple of things about Brem Bay. Brem Bay has, there are 2 Easter eggs. Again, there's a asterisk there. There's 2 Easter eggs there. If you tune in the radio, if you look on the sign, it'll give you the frequency. You'll hear about it. There's this little green dot means that there's a helipad there. So again, if you're flying a helicopter, there's a itty bitty little helipad up there, right near the peak of the 6128 peak, and it's really sketchy. So you can see if you can go up and make that. And then there's also another hint about another airplane and a couple of people stranded, and they're up here somewhere.
All right, I'm gonna overlay the Discord briefing.
So you'll see a long ridge covered in snow up here, and I think it's somewhere along in here.
WestJet, I ordered these a couple days ago. They just showed up, so they are new. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
But it's up there. So there's 2 things close by Brem Bay. Okay, so then moving north, if you have the Prop Strike Studio scenery, Quantum River, that'll include Quantum River here. You'll know that there's helipads scattered about in this valley. There's also helipads scattered up here along this ridge line.
Alright, so what you're looking at right now is the briefing from the Bush League, and we are catching the briefing from Downwind Sim.
So if you're interested,
I just kind of had to overlay the whole thing. So I'll be right back with you.
If you like footage flying and things like that, and you don't have it, I would highly recommend it. The only other comment that I will make about that is if you do get it and install it, do not install the mesh, because the ortho mesh that I made of this same area incorporates those changes into what they've done here at Quantum River. And the way that X-Plane works is only allows one mesh scenery per tile. So if you happen to install the mesh from the Prop Strike guys, then if it's higher in your scenery packs.ini folder, then it will load instead of what I have provided. Okay, so moving north, Oxford Bay. This is a little strip kind of based off of a road. It's not really there in real life, but it presented a good place to have a landing strip. There's a road there, so you're essentially landing on a widened road. And there's a hint there, so look around a little bit. And it's a hint about this helipad up here in this area. And it's kind of, I think if my memory serves me correctly, there's kind of a little funny joke about Melvin Leroy, so you might want to look at that sign over there, Oxford Bay. It's kind of fun. All right, still moving north. If you go up the Butte Inlet, we get up to Hamathco, and our good friend LP Nils originally made this, but I've made a different, just a lighter weight version that works a little bit better and incorporates some of the default trees a little bit better. And but anyway, that's Hamathco. That indeed you are landing on a road that has been widened to accommodate a runway. And then if you continue to head north up here at the Hamathco River, you'll get to Scar Creek. Now I know Steve PHL made it to Scar Creek last month because he flew down and immediately hit Church House, which there's a helipad right here at this green dot on the Church House Peninsula. And the hint at Scar Creek talks about that. So that the little green dots are a helipad, and so that's the hint at Scar Creek. Now let me zoom out a little bit here, and just to give you some bearings. This Chilco Lake is part of the Nemaya Valley, and this little lake right here. If you go and get the other PDF, which let me go do that real quick and show you guys that. Hopefully I'm telling you stuff that you already know, but if you don't know, it will help you. There's another link for the sectional at from Bush League number 2. And so you'll see here's Chilco Lake, which is the same thing as this Chilco Lake. So it's the same sectional. So you see how these guys connect. You'll end up coming right up this river. I'm sorry, right up this river, the Hamathco River, and dumping right into, I can't quite read the name of that. It's this other lake here on the west side, the Tatlayoko Lake. So you'll end up dumping right into here, and then this map has a link to, or has all the different airstrips that our friend LP Nils made. And we hit a lot of these. We hit all the ones right around the lake, and if you remember, if you were back noodling around with us, we ended up starting and stopping at Puncy Mountain, and so that's where that's at up here. So it doesn't matter to me where you end up in this area, but it'd just be kind of fun to see if you can navigate and find your way up into this area. And then if you have the LP Nils scenery installed, you can noodle around up there and find, all of these airstrips are kind of cool, and he did a great job. But if I'm going to go back to the updated Uncle Melvin map, here's Hamathco again, Scar Creek. So again, you'll just follow the Hamathco River north. About halfway up there is a new one that I've added just this month. It's called Doran Creek. And again, that's a super short field. So I crashed several times because I was rushing it.
All right.
But if you're
so I just created a new overlay for Discord briefings.
Numbers, you should be able to get in.
Hopefully, everyone can hear me and the Discord.
Right there, and again, that's about halfway between Hamathco and up into the Nehemiah Valley area. One other little feature I'll point out about Doran Creek, you'll notice that there is a little green dot at this little lake right across the river. That is a helipad. So check that out. Also, there is an airplane and a guy parked on a sandbar up Mosley Creek. So I've identified, some of these names are not on the sectional in flightplan.go.
Thanks, WestJet.
Mosley Creek, Nude Creek is not named, Doran Creek is not named. So I've added the names to our PDF so that you know where these things are. But if you want a little seek and find, head up Mosley Creek, and up here somewhere is a sandbar and a guy in an airplane that you can get in and land on, and then you can mosey your way back, and then again try to navigate up to the Nehemiah Valley. And again, that connects number 36 with number 2, and that's the story for this month. So Chandler, my ears were burning when you were talking about it.
That's good news.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So thank you for saying something. Does anybody have any questions or comments that I can help you with? It sounds quiet, which that's great.
Nope, I just wanted to say hello, everyone.
Hey, Michael, welcome. Good to have you. So again, we're caught, if you joined in kind of late, we're kind of caught in this time when we're in between X-Plane versions. I'm going to give it a try in X-Plane 12. I created all of this stuff in X-Plane 11, but I loaded it all up into 12. So I'm gonna fly an airplane. I'm gonna fly the Cub, the default Cub that comes with X-Plane 12, and see if I can't hit all the airstrips here tonight. That's sort of my plan. We're on 122.8 on VATSIM. Hopefully the X-Pilot client works with 12. I hope maybe you guys have had good experiences with that. And we'll give it a try.
I've had
So
no
if
I've had no issues with the X-Plane 12 and X-Pilot.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. So I think that's it. I'm gonna close this stuff up and try to get to flying. So got a lot of ground to cover. It's an absolutely beautiful area. So enjoy the scenery and again, just take my advice and be on your ref speeds and stuff when you're trying to get in and out of these short strips. Otherwise, you'll be like me and ending up in the weeds. So anyway, thank you all for coming. Melvin's got a makeup football game. They got rained out or had a big thunderstorm or whatever on Friday night, and they postponed the rest of the game to tonight. And he's like, "Oh, I can't. I'm not going to be able to make it." So he's playing football. But let's go try to stick some tires in the dirt and not get lost in BC. So thank you all for coming. Have a great time.
All right.
And again, if you guys have feedback or anything, or something's too easy, or something's too hard, or if you'd like to see, like, hey, I've got this great idea, Melvin and I are all ears on that stuff. I welcome all the feedback and things like that. So as long as the criticism is constructive, it's very welcomed. But appreciate you guys' friendship. Have a great time, and we'll see you out in the bush.
Alright, be safe. Don't bend too many airframes.
Yeah, right. All right, I'm gonna go hop in the airplane and I'll see you on frequency.
Alright. And that's what, not necessarily our goal, but we may end up bending a couple airframes. We got our I-5 on the Pilot Edge network on Saturday. We're transitioning a little bit from some training. We're just gonna go and have some fun flying. The Bush League it's a really fun group to fly with, and they do some amazing stuff with scenery for X-Plane. It's just really neat what they can do with the water and with the terrain and the elevation. So they're just really fun strips to fly in. We are going to be using an aircraft I'm working on developing. It's based on the Peterson Katmai 182. Rob, hello, welcome. Just discussing real quick, getting ready to go get lost here with the Bush League. So we're going to be in our Katmai 182, the most recent implementation is Bush landing gear, so we've got Tundra tires on it now. This is actually going to be our first flight with the Tundra tires on it, so we'll see how that goes. Rob, don't forget, if you're taking out a Stewart airfield, don't forget to use the patch for ortho. If you're using the ortho. If not, Stewart gets really difficult to use. So we are down at Stewart Island Airstrip. I don't have any sort of VFR for-flight map coverage of the Canadian area. So we're just going to kind of be on our own with our hand-drawn, handy-dandy Uncle Melvin's VFR map here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and find some of these airstrips. We're going to try and not crash along the way. Should be fun. I'm not sure where we'll end up. I'm not sure how much time we'll have to fly this evening. But the aircraft should be ready to go. So I'll meet you over there in just a moment. See you there.
Alright. Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard, Felicity. Give me just a second while I get things kind of situated here. Before we do too much, let's talk about the aircraft real quick. As I said, back in the FBO, we're in the Katmai 182, and we have our bush gear. I'll show you what that looks like here. So we're on 24-inch Tundra tires. I actually borrowed the landing gear object, the Tundra tire object. Borrowed it from the Prop Strike Studios Cessna 172 Bush mod for X-Plane 11. It still happens to work in X-Plane 12. Then we've got our front-mounted canards there. I have not swapped over a 3-blade prop yet, but we do have the aircraft, the flight model is a 3-blade Hartzell prop. So that's our aircraft we're going to be flying. Let's go over our weight and balance real quick. You and I on board. Let's add some baggage. We're out here in the bush, full fuel. Both wings are fully fueled. Got about just under 7 hours, 6 hours 56 minutes of flight time. But we are out here in the bush. We're going to be carrying a little bit more gear than normal. So let's go ahead and increase that to about 120 pounds of baggage. And with you and I, gives us a total takeoff weight of 2,754 pounds out of 3,100 total takeoff weight. Okay, oh, that looks good there. And let's go ahead and apply those changes to our fuel and weight and balance. Okay. And now let's go ahead and there's a lot of writing. Some of these instrument procedures, a lot of writing, a lot of pre-flight planning. Okay. WestJet, yes sir, they're 29-inch Tundra tires. Okay, let's get scooted up here. I reach flight controls, pedals. Okay. And our humps time 1124.5. And 20.3 on the tack. Interior checklist, passenger brief. There's not much of a briefing. Just make sure you keep your seatbelt on to keep your doors closed at all time. Got our hubs and tach time. All of our circuit breakers are in. Our alternate static is in. Start checklist, seat check. We already did get scooted up here. Avionics are off. Our autopilot is off. Throttle's quarter. Mixture's full lean currently. And brakes are on. Clear prop. Looks clear on the left. Looks clear on the right. Clear up front. Master on. Beacon on. Make sure they're rich. Here we go. Clear. Max to start. Now we do have engine rotation. Oil pressure's in the green. Let's turn our landing light on for safety. Wait for our oil temperature to come up. Meanwhile, let's turn our avionics on. Let's go ahead and get over to Unicom 122.8. Heading indicator to compass. Let's do that real quick. Looks like we are due north just slightly there. Okay. I do enjoy visits from the first officer when she is on break. Alright, where are we at here in our checklist? Start checklist is completed. Waiting on that oil temperature to come up. Seat belts, let's go ahead and get those on. Alright, our flaps are up, our avionics are on. Altimeter, what do we got weather-wise? What can we find for weather? I don't have VFR charts for Canada. But there is a station, looks like just south here. What is that? Campbell River. Okay, 30-mile visibility, few clouds at 25,000. Temperature 23, dew point 10. Altimeter 3004. Winds are 060. Winds are variable, averaging about 060. Yeah. That's what I thought. Closest was where we just looked at. So altimeter 3004, what kind of field elevation does that put us at? It's like roughly about 330 feet. We would look south here. What do we got? Field elevation there, 357 feet. Looks like we're same body of water, so we know there's going to be not much of an elevation change in that. So I say that's relatively accurate. Alright, so here we are, Stewart Island Airstrip. Let's head up to maybe Moe Creek or Quantum River. I did not get the Quantum River package from Orbix. We may not need it. And parking brake off. Let me go ahead and taxi out of the way, kind of over here before I connect to VATSIM. There's not many ramp starts here at the field, and I don't want to connect to VATSIM and possibly spawn right on top of somebody. So we'll just go right over here. Probably where everybody else moved their aircraft to, and we'll probably spawn right on top of somebody. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring up our pilot client and connect to VATSIM. Alright, we are connected to the voice server there. Let's just go.
Traffic. Hyper Cub is 2 miles to the south inbound, landing full stop to the west.
Alright, so traffic is working, so it looks like we're here in the field alone. That's fine. So if our winds were, what is 060, we can probably go ahead and take where we are at 08. Don't see any aircraft on the field here. I have no idea what kind of terrain we're going to be flying into. Scenery-wise, we are X-Plane 12, Ortho for XP, Arc Imagery, Ortho Photos, and then custom scenery from the Bush League, and X-World America, and Global Forest Version 2.
Over the field, we are making a low right now, wind to land to the north, Reed Island.
Oh. Forgive me, I need to reassign my push-to-talk key, and I probably just need to get off of the active. Let's see, joystick.
Low Creek traffic, Piper Cub is short final. Landing to the west.
Okay.
Reed Island traffic, Beaver 114 was Papa. We're overflying the field. We're also going to enter right downwind for the northbound runway. And we've got the landing traffic in sight, Reed Island. Island traffic, concrete up to the hills, making a vertical approach to the parking area.
Stewart Island traffic, Cap my 8033 Foxtrot, taking 08, gonna be straight out departure, Stewart Island. Alright, full power. Airspeed. Wow, it's like right here in the trees. I really like that departure. That was pretty cool. Alright, so we just departed out of Stewart Island. Let's go ahead and make this left here. So we're over this body of water. We're going to follow this coastline up. So it looks like it kind of juts out, and we got this other jetty here just to our right. And then just past that looks like it's going to be our creek.
Low Creek traffic, Piper Cub departing to the east. Reed Island traffic, Beaver 114 is complimentary final for the northbound runway at Reed Island.
WestJet buddy, no worries. Have yourself a wonderful evening. Always a pleasure. Alright. So our creek's probably, let's see, it's going in, it's coming back out. Alright, there's a little jetty. imagine our creek should be dumping out up here any moment.
No creek traffic. Piper Cup is departing from the area to the north. Nice dismount. 412 Papa. Stuck the landing. We're down traffic, both up range up to part of the ramp, and we're going over here down the path to the Little Bay, Cove area.
Alright, I'm guessing it's gonna be up this way. Maybe. Gonna be looking for a creek. Do I see a creek here? And I don't know if it's gonna be here or not. I don't see anything resembling a creek. So hopefully we can get back out of here.
Right down the traffic. Beaver 114 is Papa departing the southbound runway and VFR departure straight out to the south. Right down it.
Nope, well, this is it. It's gotta be here. Yep, alright, so it's in this area somewhere. Alright, now I gotta find it now that I didn't find it. Okay, so it's gonna be on kind of the north side of the creek here. That way. Not too very far in. Looks like if it... Let's trim for this. Wait, was that it? That wasn't it, was it? Where is this airport at?
Redondo Bay traffic, Beaver 114 Papa is about 3 miles to the west.
We're gonna overfly
And
this.
now full stop, Redondo Bay. Redondo Bay traffic, no operates up until about to the west.
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, that was it. I think they were just exclusion zone, and I think they was just covered in trees.
Redondo Bay traffic, helicopter rate up hotels 48 days for the southbound runway.
Yeah, it's right down there. But it's covered in trees. Oh my fuck. Yeah, they're only models.
Redondo Bay traffic, Beaver 114 Papa is in the left.
Let's just see if we can stick it down there.
Redondo Bay.
I don't think those trees are going to be collidable objects, so we're probably just going to plow right through them. But
Stewart Island
let's
traffic.
just see if we can make that landing.
Sub 8 Hotel Sierra departing to the east. Runway 8, I think.
Alright, 80.
Traffic, operate hotel is ramp on the east side of the runway. Redondo Bay. Redondo Bay traffic, Beaver 114 Papa. We're gonna extend our downwind and base down into the valley here just to the east.
So this is the runway.
Land on the northbound runway. Redondo Bay.
So, yeah, we know we're at the right place. Let's go up north. Oop, watch that climb. Let's go up here, maybe check out Oxford Bay. So it looks like it's going to be around this little jutty coming off here, this little peninsula looking thing. Let's bring that speed back down now. We don't need to go that fast.
Redondo Bay traffic, Beaver 114 Papa.
The phenomenon that you're seeing here with the water, that is an X-Plane 12 bug having issues rendering 3D water across displays with different resolutions. If they were all the same resolution, it wouldn't be an issue. But with different resolutions, I'm not sure why, but it doesn't render the 3D water correctly across all the displays, which is why you're only seeing it on 1/4 of the 1080 display, and it works well on the 4K display. So I'm not, something with the rendering. Alright, so Oxford Bay. It's gonna be just over this on the other side of this peninsula here. There's a almost like a creek opening or a river opening. And it looks like it's gonna be, looks like there might be 2 creeks there, and it's just gonna be right in the middle of them. We'll see how this one looks, whether it's covered with trees or not. Alright, let's go ahead and get down there. Oxford Bay traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot, it's a couple miles southwest of the field. Going to be overflying the field for an inspection pass, Oxford Bay.
Alpha stack taxiing on the runway southbound.
Unicom traffic, Catmy 8033 Foxtrot, radio check please.
Gotcha, 555.
555, thank you. Oxford Bay traffic, 8033 Foxtrot, about 2 miles southwest. You're going to be crossing over the field, doing an inspection past Oxford Bay. At least I'm assuming I'm going to be crossing over the field.
50 feet.
Looks like that might be it. Yeah, I would probably say that that's it. Oxford Bay traffic, Catline 8033 Foxtrot is on the right base for the south runway, Oxford Bay.
Down to Bay traffic, Beaver, moving forward about the target northbound runway, VFR departure straight out to the north, Redondo Bay. Redondo Bay traffic, Cub 8 Hotel Sierra is just over Raza Island inbound for Redondo Bay. We'll be looking for you.
Oxford Bay traffic, Catline 8033 Foxtrot going around Oxford Bay. So yeah, I touched down almost at the end of the runway. See if we can't find this thing again. Alright. Pretty close there. Alright, so there's my threshold. Alright, so we just kind of want to be just east of that bend in the creek to have be kind of a setup on final there. Oxford Bay traffic, Catline 8033 Foxtrot, right base to final south runway, Oxford Bay.
Redondo Bay traffic, Beaver moving forward south, but we're clear of the field to the north. We're heading off to the east, and we've got the approaching traffic in sight.
There we go. Flaps. Flaps. Let's get down in there. Flaps.
Down below you at about your 11 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock. Alright, Roger, we'll be looking.
Well, still too hot. Alright, we're just gonna kind of fly it slow, low and slow.
Traffic, going up great up the hotel, spending a tapping pad up on the mountain ridge.
Oxford Bay traffic 8033 Foxtrot is going around one more time, Oxford Bay. Oxford Bay traffic, Catline 8033 Foxtrot, final approach, south runway, Oxford Bay. Alright, let's just dogleg into this opening here.
Redondo Bay traffic. Traffic 8 Hotel Sierra is circling to land to the north. Redondo.
Do I see a Bush League sign here? Let's see if there's a Bush. If there's a Bush League sign here, we know we found the right place. Now I am glad I put those Bush tires on it earlier today. Yep. Oxford Bay, elevation 50 feet. Alright, let's use that known information then to set our altimeter accordingly. We don't want to indicate higher than we actually are. That would be bad. So once again, they did a Bush League. They did an amazing job on the scenery. Alright, I'm just gonna hang out here. I'm gonna take a quick break and be right back. Parking brake is set. I'm gonna go ahead and lean out.
Redondo Bay traffic, Cub 8 Hotel Sierra is making traffic for the northbound runway. Runway
Right.
going around again, Redondo Bay. Traffic Beaver 843 Tango Tango, departing 08, turning to the south, left to down. Alright, Redondo Bay traffic, Cub 8 Hotel Sierra is making right traffic now for the northbound runway. We're going to try to get down here without sticking into the trees, Redondo Bay.
Alright. Let's see if we can get out of here now. We got in here barely. Let's see if we can get out of here. I did notice that was there was like a very prominent, maybe an incline at the other end of the runway here. So we may go ahead and depart from here.
Big up here on the way to Mathco. I forgot to pack my skis.
Might park the brake call for Rich. Let's see. I guess technically that would be an east runway. Northeast runway.
Holding on traffic, helicopter 8 Hotel, maneuvering to south, to land for the parking area.
Oxford Bay traffic at my 8033 Foxtrot is taking the northeast runway, departing a left downhand Oxford Bay. Maybe, if we get out of here. Alright, parking brakes off. Give me flaps 10. And full power. Here we go. Rudder. Use that ground roll. There we go.
Grand Bay traffic, Beaver 114 is about 4 miles to the southwest. Approaching the field, intending to land to the north. Runway.
Alright, where are we at?
Outdoor traffic, outbound rate of cooked out to protect the
Thumbs up.
on the west side of the road, whatever you want to call it.
Let's turn around and get out of here before we get too lost in here. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yep, there's the bay we came in at.
Outdoor traffic, outbound rate of
Grab boy.
Parking will be departing to the north to Monday.
Monaco.
Redondo Bay traffic, Gate Hotel Sierra departing southbound runway, and Redondo Bay will be northbound out of here, Redondo. Runway traffic, Beaver 114, we stop is on final for the northwestbound runway, runway.
Tell you what, let's go ahead and head south. Alright, so we hit Oxford Bay. Mill Creek was covered with trees. Quantum River. Let's go check out Quantum River using our default scenery here.
Star Creek. Runway traffic, outbound rate knows about 5 to the south, we're inbound for the ramp area. Runway. Runway traffic, Beaver 114, Papa, we're back taxiing southbound on the runway. And we'll be clear in just a second, runway.
Alright, so there's that jetty, so we're right here.
Runway traffic, 114 is Papa, clear, runway.
You can see the reflections of the mountains in the water.
Bay traffic, helicopter south, south, maneuver in 1 south and down for ramp.
I'm gonna get down to about 500 feet here. I'm gonna pause the simulator for just a moment. Don't normally do that, but I do want to see what the external view looks like. And let's see here. So you can kind of see the reflection. They try to do the reflection of the aircraft in the water there.
Gastineau traffic. Pepper Cub 8 Hotel Sierra is crossing the Price Channel from Rodonda Bay over to the Gastineau Log Road. We're going to see if we can find it in
If
there.
I remember right, Windows button, print screen, takes a screenshot.
Helicopter south, cleared runway over on the east ramp.
And Windows, print screen. So the problem is,
Hey Josh, there's a boat dock down here at the, like, you know, if you run down the logging road down the hill from Gastineau, I think there's a boat ramp down there that you can land on too.
I'm gonna come check that out.
so the problem is, since this is my main monitor for X-Plane, anytime I do a native X-Plane screen capture, it only captures my right view. Not really always what I want. So using the Windows screen capture, I'm able to capture the whole thing, and I can go through and crop out what I don't want. I wish there was a way that I could set or tell X-Plane which display to do a screen capture from, but from what I can tell, it only does it from the main X-Plane monitor.
So the Hotel Sierra is setting up for landing on the logging road eastbound, Gastineau.
Alright. So just around this jetty here, it looks like we can climb over, get up into this, I keep calling it a jetty, but a piece of land, a land mass that kind of sticks out into the water. So it looks like that's about 2,000 feet. So we probably could climb up and over and get over to Quantum River that way. Let's see what happens, shall we?
3 down, traffic, Beaver 3, Tango, Tango's left base is final, and northbound, 3 down.
If you have not, if you are in X-Plane 12 and you have not bought the Global Force version 2 yet, especially if you're using ortho photos. I do highly recommend it. Definitely worth the $15 from the .org store. Brings those new X-Plane 12 trees, puts them right on top of your ortho. Alright, sweet. I see that little body of water. Okay, so there should be a small pond area somewhere over here. Alright, so we just crested over into this little water, not even little, peninsula of water, I guess, for lack of a better term right now. I'm sure there's a better term for it. And so there's going to be a building. Looks like it's used as the red VFR reference point. And there's a road. So Quantum River is going to be just on the south.
Runway traffic, Beaver 114 West Papa, back taxiing on the runway southeast. We're going to be departing VFR to the north. Runway.
Looks like it's going to be on the south side of the river, just past the first bend. I'm looking for a building, which is going to be about halfway through this peninsula of water.
Piper 8 Hotel Sierra is at the Gastineau Log Road, and we're going to try to depart westbound Gastineau.
Alright, let's go ahead and get down there.
Lead on traffic Beaver 3 Tango Tangos, departing the southbound strip and heading east 3 on.
Quantum River traffic at my 8033 Foxtrot, about 3 miles northwest of the field. Going to be overflying the field to make a landing decision. Quantum River here. Overflying the field to make a landing decision. I can't believe I just said that.
Yeah, I put that down there just for you. I'm up at the top of the hill. I'm going to do a little dive bomb on Quantum River, go down there and bug Michael.
Well, we're going to see if Quantum River is going to be landable without the orbit scenery.
Yeah, let me know if it is, Michael, one way or the other.
I couldn't even find the strip in the car here.
Alright, so I see what might possibly could be a landing strip back there.
Valley, north of Front Bay. This is low as it looks like this.
Sorry, Fixie, I missed you. What'd you say?
So I'm about to test
Oh.
this valley just north of
Pay
the
attention.
as low as it looks like it is, because I can't get a ton of altitude with Beaver before I get there.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Trying to head over to Oxford Bay and then go all the way back down and around. So just
Alright, maybe I should have
Yep.
bought the Quantum River package from Orbix.
I did that last month. I was flying the Stinson. I was able to get enough to shoot a few gaps.
I think I did that last month. I can't remember.
Quantum River traffic, but the Time for Hotel Sierra, we're at 3,000 feet and just kind of circle descending. I think we see you down there, Michael.
And Quantum River traffic at my 8033 Foxtrot, we do not have the field in sight and we are unable and departing the area to the south of Quantum River.
Roger, traffic.
Alright, we cannot do Quantum River, I just don't have it. I should have got it. It was not terribly expensive, from what I remember when I looked at it earlier this evening. So let's just see if we can go find this log road. Should be just around the bend here. Gastineau. Alright, so gonna be looking for a building, and then looks like a creek entrance or a river of sorts. It terminates, so probably a creek. So this may be it coming up here.
Quantum River traffic, Cove 8 Hotel Sierra is going to be on a short final here and land to the west. Quantum River.
So our next strip is essentially an old logging road. Which...
We're down to base transect. We're 3 Tango Tango, so about 2 miles to the southeast. You're making it a right base, wind northbound. We're down to base. Quantum River traffic, 8 Hotel Sierra is clear of the runway. Quantum River.
Gotta be around here somewhere. Maybe it's up there. Yep, it's gonna be up there. Looks like the elevation's about 3,080 feet. Climb, climb. We gonna be able to make this climb?
Oxford Bay traffic, Beaver 114 West Papa is about 5 miles to the south. They're inbound for full stop, Oxford Bay. Yeah, but it's planned. I don't have the Sierra here. The Sierra.
I got you there, Josh.
Whew. Probably should have done some circling 360s to gain some altitude. Hang on. Yep. Yeah, wasn't able to make that climb and couldn't get us turned around to get back down. Alright, let's go ahead and shut everything down here.
Alright, one airframe for me.
Chalk one up for me as well.
All right, guys, where was the damage done?
No, I tipped one over a door and then I missed a bit.
I couldn't make the climb up to the log road in time.
Oh no.
I just did
Steve?
Redonda Bay without looking at my airspeed.
And how'd that go?
I bounced really high and then went really far into the bushes.
I think I circled 3 times at Redonda, and finally, I was still too fast, but finally got it to work.
So I am reloading the aircraft. It might reload us right where we crashed at, which could prove very interesting to make a departure out of there. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Hoping to reload right where we kind of crashed at. Well, not reload, but just... Oh! Don't mind us. Yep, probably should not have reloaded right there. Eventually we'll get to a flat spot. Alright, let's just go to an airport. Let's see, Brim Bay. Let's go to Brim Bay.
Yeah, taking in the scenery.
How many airframes we bend?
One for me.
Probably one each.
I think the count's 2 so far, JPC.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad, no.
Once again, I'm
You're
sorry
still
to join
professionals.
you guys tonight.
Yeah, we missed you. Come back and you come back and do it anytime. You know how to do it. Just download the scenery and cook the tiles and keep
Yeah,
from getting lost.
I'm like I said, I think I'm like 3 or 4 behind, so I got some work to do. If I can ever find some free time away from work and the other
Expediting
stuff going on,
startup.
I'll take a look.
We're gonna fix our systems now.
Well, it'll be here waiting for you when you get it. I get it. Real life is busy sometimes, so.
Yeah, JetBlue abuses me pretty good.
Well, that's good. Better than not doing anything
That's
at all.
fair. I'm getting paid.
That's right.
Been getting over min guarantee too, pretty much every month, which is great.
Awesome.
Good night, gentlemen.
Good. Have a good night, buddy.
Night, JPC. Night.
All right, that was.
So we still have a vacuum system issue, it looks like.
Yeah, Oxford Bay got me.
There it is. Let's get our fuel back. Alright, Brim Bay. Bring off, avionics on. Lights going on. Let's see, heading indicator compass.
Redondo Bay traffic. Beaver 3 Tangos, departing the southbound strip. We're going to stay in the area and come back around for another whoop in Redondo Bay.
Original Godspeed, hello. That's an excellent landing.
Just don't hit those people on the side of the runway.
Great job.
People?
Well, I made it up to Bracewell. I think we're gonna roll out the sleeping bag up here, folks. So, good night.
Have a good night. Alright, so we're gonna take
Steve,
off.
have a good night. Thanks for coming in. How far did you make it?
Up to the Bracewell Wilderness, up in LP Knolls.
Oh, man.
Yeah, okay, very good. Awesome. Well, I'm heading that way. I'm trying to beat the sun, so we'll see if we can get in there before it gets dark. But
It's a good run. Some of the prettiest scenery I've ever
Alright,
seen.
that looks better.
yeah, it's a gold mine. When I was making it, I was like, holy cow, look at this! Holy cow, look at this! And tons of glacier lakes and stuff that are parked up there that would just be neat to try to navigate to and find. So there'll probably be more to come, but appreciate you joining.
Yeah,
as
Ralph,
always.
thanks a lot. Take care.
All right, take care. Bye bye.
corner traffic, helicopter 8 up the hotel is 5 west. To the north.
Let's just go all the way down. Let's take the whole runway. Bay traffic at my 8033 Foxtrot is taking the south runway, going to be departing straight out. The real B33R Slayer, hello and welcome, thank you. You called us just as we were getting ready to depart out of this Bush airstrip here in Canada. So welcome aboard Felicity, pleasure to have you.
Oxford Bay traffic, time for code 8 Hotel Sierra. We're climbing up to 3500. We're heading to the north and gonna try to make the run up the
we'll do no flap takeoff. Let's see how that works out for us.
Before the sun goes down.
Rudder, hold that center. Alright, she's coming alive. There she is. We've got some takeoff obstacles. Let's get up and over these things. Okay. Alright, so how do we get back to the logging road? That's where we want to go, right? So we're gonna follow this down to the right. We just entered the bay, so we go right. And it looks like that's going to be an altitude of about almost 4,000 feet. So let's go ahead and, actually, we learned our lesson last time, didn't we? So let's just go ahead and do some circling 360s. Let's gain some altitude, let's get up there. Let's go find this logging road.
Alright, man, always appreciate you coming out. And there'll be more to come. Have a good night. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll definitely try to have to explore some of these other ones that I didn't get to tonight.
Yeah, Melvin and I were talking that it seems like, especially on a few of these where there's so many things, it takes you a little while to make a go of it. So feel free to fly it offline, or if you want to stream it or call up sometime with me or Melvin or anybody else, give it another go and try to make it up the Maya Valley.
All right, sounds good. Talk to you later.
All right, Frank, take care. Have a good night.
Alright, now we should be able to make that ascent up to that logging road. Where are we at? About 3,000. Yeah, we should be able to get this now. Let me get my bearings straight here now, though. Okay. Heading southwest. Yep, that's where we want to go. I think we're gonna be over here. This right? Where were we? I'm gonna spin us around just so I can kind of get my bearings straight here, figure out where we are. Alright, so there's northeast. Okay. Alright, so there's that little cutout there. Alright. So there's Brown Bay, where we just departed out of. Alright. So we're not quite there yet. What else can I use as a landmark here? Okay, there's an island, which isn't depicted on this. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. It's just written over. Alright, so there's the island. So that log road, that island looks like it's running. Let's see. So the tip of that island almost points to the log road. And we know that, let's see. Alright, there's that water break to the left. There's that there. Alright, so we know we need to go down past this second opening in the water. So if we, let's just do that. This island's almost like an arrowhead, almost kind of pointing us towards where we need to go. So we're gonna land at this log road, and then it's probably gonna be our last stop for this evening. It's gonna be all the time we'll have. I could spend all day flying these bush flights, and probably not be able to hit all the strips in you know, just in this event here, just on this map here. Alright, so that second, where this 7,600, 7,600, so that's that opening, or that mouth of that channel is at our 12 o'clock right now. So what we need to do is make a right. Alright, there's that island. If you are new here, please feel free to go ahead and follow our channel so you can get notified of the next one. Tomorrow we will likely be doing our wings, our IFR2 on VATSIM, the Boston Virtual ARTCC. Oh, got traffic there. Gastineau Log Road traffic. Catmine 8033 Foxtrot is a couple miles east of the field. Gonna be making a left downwind for inspection. Gastineau.
It's really short. 33 Fox, so be careful. That's probably the shortest airstrip in this whole area.
Oh, lovely. Yep. Gastineau traffic, Catmine 8033 Foxtrot is on a rolling base to final Gastineau.
Yeah, good luck. I just flew by there and took one look and bugged out.
Yeah, that's the shortest field. That's the shortest field I think in this area. It's really short.
Stop. Pop straight. Alright, let's see what we can do here about fixing these systems.
I just watched that, Michael, on your stream. I told you it was short.
It was short.
I watched that, Michael, on your stream. I told you it was short. It was short.
Let's go check it out, shall we? Pretty sure this way is the actual strip. Yep. Yep, that's a pretty short strip, alright. Alright, do we have time to hit one more? I wish we. Unfortunately, not. Probably not gonna have time to. Well, let's see. Let's just go back to Stewart Island. Well, watch out for that tree. I think I'm gonna have to come back to this area with the Quantum River package from Orbix and apply it again at some point. Alright, so I can just essentially follow the coastline here down. So I think that's Raza Island there. Looks about right based on the topology. Topography. So that's the Raza Island. We're gonna be coming right up through. Okay, so if we're coming through these two land masses, the water kinda goes into our point here where we can cross, well, possibly cross over directly over that area. And that should sling us right out into the Big Bay. And that looks like where Stewart Island airstrip is at. Let's do that. Are we on the right course? Yep. Alright, so there's where Quantum River was. Alright, so there's that body water we came out of. So we're gonna take this, oh yeah, we should be able to traverse that just fine. And then we'll cross that next little section of water, and that'll put us right back over Stewart Island airstripping area. And the field was on the north side of the island, and it was 08 and 26, if I remember correctly. 08 is where the winds were favoring before. Probably haven't shifted much, so we'll just plan on 08 again. Stewart Island traffic, got my 8033 Foxtrot, couple miles southeast of the field. Gonna be making a right downwind for 08, full stop Stewart Island. Alright, I do have the field in sight, at least I believe I do, just up to our 1130 right there. And 08 was the runway, so that just kind of matched my visual of what I think is the runway, so it should be good. Alright, we are looking just fine. We're in a pretty tight downwind. I will say that. We're not nearly as wide as it would normally be in a regular pattern. So we are in a pretty tight downwind. But we're on a good downwind. Stewart Island traffic at my 8033 Foxtrot, right downwind 08 Stewart Island. Stewart Island traffic at my 8033 Foxtrot, right base to final approach 08 full stop Stewart Island. Yes, that was a hard landing, and I'll tell you why. The bush gear is taller, and why I'm so used to seeing a lower, kind of a lower sight picture, so we hit a lot harder than I was expecting to. But than I was, yeah. There's something to get used to in this aircraft. Flaps are up. Stewart Island traffic at my 8033 Foxtrot is clear of the runway and taxiing to the ramp, Stewart. Alright. I think that's all we're going to be able to do. Let's go ahead and get things secured here. Parking brake on. You know, all of our lights going off. Avionics going off. Mixture lean. Maxed off. And mastered off. Okay. Timeout. 1126.1. And 21.8. So about 1.5. I had a great time tonight downwind sim. Thanks for a great event, and appreciate flying with each and every one of you guys.
Nice seeing you, Michael.
I'm glad I got to see you go into the trees. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah, chalk it up to about 3 airframes for us this evening.
Ooh, that's true. All right, my friend, appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You all take care and stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one.
That's an airplane for me.
All right.
Take it easy, man.
So check out the Bush League, downwindsim.com. Great group of individuals. Let me go ahead and exit out of the Discord here, and I will meet you back over the FBO, and we'll go ahead and debrief for a minute, talk about what we're going to do tomorrow, and I'll see you over there in just a second.
Well, I want to thank everyone for coming in and getting lost in Canada with us. Yeah. So, like I said, it's always a good time. Kind of a different and fun time playing with the Bush League. Kind of gets me out of the training mode and just it's fun. I don't have a better way to put it other than the fact that it's fun. So tomorrow, as long as we have ATC coverage, we're gonna go for Wings IFR2, Wings over New England from Boston Virtual ARTCC. If we don't have coverage, then we'll look at our I6 on the Pilot Edge network. So probably it's gonna be one of the two. Time permitting, we might do Wings IFR 2 and 3, depending on how 2 goes. So yeah, as always, it's my pleasure having you on board. Flying is fun for me, but it's always more fun when it's more than one, and that's you. So as I said earlier, feel free to go ahead and follow if you are new here, and if you come back to see me, as always, I do greatly appreciate each and every one of you. So that's all we have for this evening. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else. Tomorrow, IFR work, more training stuff, and yeah. So until then, you guys all take care and stay safe and have a great night. And let's see who we can send you all over to. Let's see. Tell you what, we're gonna send you over to Slant Alpha Adventures. He's doing some stuff in Microsoft Flight Simulator on 2020. I'm not exactly sure, but whatever he's doing, he's always fun to watch. He was always very informative. Definitely learned lots from him. So we'll go raid Slant Alpha. Tell him I said hello. You guys all take care, stay safe, and we'll see you later.